Welcome back. Missing church on Sunday. For many believers, it comes with a familiar feeling, guilt, like you let God down, like your week is somehow less holy because you were not in a building on a specific day. But what if Sunday attendance, as a fixed, non-negotiable requirement, is not actually commanded in Scripture? What if it is a tradition the church developed over time and gradually treated like a command? Because when you trace it back carefully, that is much closer to what you find. Let's start with what the Bible actually establishes. The Sabbath is a biblical command. God rests on the seventh day in Genesis 2. He formalizes it in Exodus 20. Remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. The Sabbath is the seventh day, which is Saturday, and in the Old Testament it is given specifically to Israel as part of the covenant, a day of rest, a rhythm rooted in creation. What you do not find in the Old Testament is a command to gather for worship on Sunday, not once. So where does Sunday come from? In the New Testament, we do see early Christians gathering on the first day of the week. Acts chapter 20 verse 7 says, believers gather to break bread. 1 Corinthians chapter 16 verse 2 says, offerings are set aside. Revelation chapter 1 verse 10 says, John refers to the Lord's Day. These moments matter. They show that Sunday became significant, especially because Jesus rose from the dead on the first day of the week. It became associated with resurrection, new creation, the new covenant. But here is the key distinction. These passages describe what early Christians did. They do not command what all Christians must do. Description is not the same as prescription. The formal shift from Sabbath Saturday to Sunday as the primary day of Christian gathering happens later in church history. After Christianity was legalized under Constantine the Great in the early 4th century, Sunday was recognized as a day of rest across the Roman Empire. Later church councils, such as Council of Laodicea, reinforced Sunday as the primary day of gathering. These were historical developments, understandable, influential, lasting, but they were not commands given in Scripture, and the New Testament actually speaks directly to this kind of issue. Romans chapter 14 verse 5 and 6 says, one person considers one day more sacred than another. Another considers every day alike. Each of them should be fully convinced in their own mind. Notice the freedom. Different convictions, same faith. Then Colossians chapter 2 verse 16 says, do not let anyone judge you. With regard to a Sabbath day, do not let anyone judge you. That includes how you observe specific days. Now, does that mean gathering with other believers does not matter? Not at all. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 25 says, do not give up meeting together, but encourage one another. Community matters. Worship matters. Encouragement matters. But the verse does not say meet on Sunday. It says meet. The emphasis is not the day, it is the rhythm of shared life. And in Acts chapter 2 verse 46, the early church actually met far more often than once a week. Every day they continued to meet together. Every day, not just Sunday, not just one service. The early church was not built around weekly attendance. It was built around daily devotion and community. So what does this mean for you? If Sunday is your day to gather, worship, and connect with your community, that is good. There is real beauty in that rhythm. Do not throw it away. But if Sunday has become a box to check, if it is driven by guilt rather than devotion, if nothing in your life reflects God from Monday to Saturday, then you may have kept the tradition while missing the substance. God is not keeping attendance. He is looking at the posture of your life. Are you walking with Him daily? Is your faith a rhythm or just a weekly obligation? Sunday is a tradition, a meaningful one, a helpful one, but not a binding command. And when any tradition is elevated above the people it was meant to serve, it loses its purpose. Jesus addresses that directly in Mark chapter 2 verse 27. The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. The day exists to serve you. You do not exist to serve the day, and any system that reverses that order, even with good intentions, has missed the point. You are not less faithful because you missed a Sunday. You are not distant from God because you were not in a building. What matters is not one day, it is the direction of your life. If this gave you clarity or helped release unnecessary guilt, take a moment and sit with it. If you want more conversations like this, you can subscribe to the channel.